You're watching Marvel Live at San Diego Comic-Con 2018. I'm Ryan Panagos, aka Agent M.
I'm Josh Soleil.
And I'm Angelique Crochet.
And we are so excited to have Sina Grace here with us, writer of Iceman, twice over.
Twice.
Yeah, twice as Ice.
Oh,
What, you
I
don't
was
like
waiting
my
so you
puns?
did it.
Listen, the book is about dad jokes, so I gotta make the dumb dad jokes, all right?
Yeah.
That's all the book is about, just dumb dad jokes.
What's wrong with dad jokes?
If people don't realize that, like, they're intentionally bad jokes, they just think you're a bad writer, so that's
like,
the real
where is this
problem.
going?
Yeah, clunky jokes don't really always work. But anyway, yeah, I'm here, I'm super happy. This is like the best moment of my life. I'm really beaming. Anyway, hey, what's up?
Hey. We had you on This Week in Marvel. We did a little bit when the return of Iceman was announced, and your infectious enthusiasm is my favorite thing. You're so excited. I'm so excited. I love the first volume. What's coming up for the new volume of Iceman?
Like a million things. We actually just had a whole conversation about it. I was gonna be coy and pretend like I wasn't gonna say anything for y'all right now. But Iceman is like leveling up as a superhero. He's leveling up as, you know, a human being. And that also means that people are starting to pay attention to him. A name I'll give y'all right now is Mr. Sinister. He was even on the cover of issue 1 of the very first volume, so I'm so happy that, like, you know, if I end up getting like 7 volumes of Iceman, all the little fragmented villains will actually show up in the book. So I'm really happy. He's kind of the big bad of the arc. I can't tell you too much, but in the first issue, Bobby teams up with Bishop to help out the Morlocks for what seems to be another mutant massacre. Not cool, not chill.
Not cool at all.
Not chill, no. And it's just gonna be really amazing. Like he just wants to be his best, and we get to watch him learn that and learn how to be a better hero, and also, you know, learn how to like take his licks along the way, because he used to be so cocky and so sure of himself, and he's had a lot of life changes recently, and now he's like, I don't know all the answers. Do you? And they're like, no one knows the answers, man. You just got to figure it out for yourself. So I'm really pumped about it. And we have Nathan Stockman drawing the book. He is. No one told me he's so nice.
So nice. He's also young, and he's got this Irish brogue.
He's young.
He's young.
And that talented.
Yeah, right? Right? Oh my gosh.
I don't like that.
And he's got this Irish brogue. Do you get to talk to him on the phone or over Skype at all?
No, not yet. Should I?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
He's a sweetheart. I love him.
Okay, all right. Into it. Anyway, he's an amazing artist. Scott Forbes has been doing the covers. They're so gorgeous. It just feels like, it feels really nice. It feels good to be back, and it feels welcome too, I believe. I don't know. But it's going to be great, and, you know, it's going to round out a lot of things I'd started introducing. Y'all should pick it up, please and thank you.
What does it mean to you writing a character that is empowering the LGBTQ community?
It's cool. I don't know. I try not to let it trip me up, because I'm trying my best to say, all right, here's a story. I'm going to give this human being flesh. I think that is the whole point of telling stories at Marvel Comics, is that we're able to examine human existence through superheroes. I think that's what everyone kind of falls for.
Absolutely.
They see themselves in all of these characters. That's what's been going on for decades. And now we're really expanding the language for that. So with Bobby, I just really tried to look at like him as a human being. And I don't know, that's where I'm at with it. So it's crazy then that people vibe with it, and I get to like absorb that, and I get to take some little bit of responsibility for that. It's cool. And then I just think, all right, how do I take this? With great power comes great responsibility, Henny. And how do you do that? And how do you take this responsibility to tell the best story, and then also hopefully like influence the next generation of storytellers to be telling great, awesome, honest and accurate, beautiful stories. So I don't know. I try not to let it affect me, because Iceman's a funny book. We got to be chill.
Yeah.
So I just stay chill.
The great thing about what you said is like you're just doing the human perspective, the human experience. That's what makes it so powerful. That you're able to like go in and say, hey, this person's just another, like it's just, I mean, obviously superpowers aside, just another day in the life of growing up. So I think that's really amazing.
Thank you. And that's the cool thing about Iceman, is like there is this tension, because he is like, I'm just this person, I am a mutant, but like on top of being a mutant, he's maybe one of the most powerful mutants ever. I mean, he's not maybe, he is, but he's never really tapped into that. And I've constantly dabbled in it in the earlier issues, but this next arc is really like him being all about the Omega level realness.
Yes.
And I'm not saying like he's gonna freeze Manhattan.
Or will he?
really?
Nah, that kind of happened in Marjorie Liu's run when he like lost his mind.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do that, but I love thinking about that. I love thinking about the idea. Oh my God, sorry. You told me not to do that, and I did. I just saw my name. Anyway, but it's really it's going to be cool to examine sort of how you feel about yourself and how that affects your powers. It's all a metaphor. All a metaphor.
So we're talking about Omega level mutant, Iceman. You mentioned other runs. Do you have a particular like look for Bobby that you really like? And I know Nathan has been doing some cool. I saw the like the designs that we released. You know, do you like big, bulky Bobby? Do you like, you know, snowman Bobby? Is there one that just you like, you see, you go, oh.
You know what? Okay, this isn't even trying to like play it safe and not get in trouble or whatever. I'll tell you what I don't like, because I really do like his ice structure. To me, is a read on where he's at, what his mood is. Because I always tell Nathan, I'm like, look, to be in hyper control of your powers, like if you think about technology, it's not about things getting bigger, it's about things getting smaller and more precise. So I love when he's like a clean, tight ice version of his human self. Like that's like, I think about this stuff. So the one look I don't like, Chris Bachalo did it. They were doing it in X-Men Blue with 05 Bobby, where he has like the chunky, blocky, random ice blocks. I don't like that. Everything else kind of has a place and a reason. Aesthetically, like, I'm being sassy. I don't like that very much. But, like, I like John Romita Jr.'s Iceman from, like, literally decades ago. I don't want to talk about that because I was buying those on the stands. I'm old. Yeah, I like it all. I thought Alessandro Vitti really had a good handle on him when we started the series, and I'm trying to think of anyone else that like did an extra good job. But yeah, Stuart Eminem did great. But I do like Snowy Bobby too, and I always try to bring that when he's like not feeling so good about himself. Like it's a metaphor for like regression. You know what I mean?
I love all the thought that goes into this, but you just brought something up. Like you were buying these on the stands. Like, did you feel like this was going to be? Did you always want to do this? This is like dream everything over, hands down?
No. I was telling everyone last night, I was like, this is insane. Like, all I ever wanted from my life was to fall in love and like generally make comics. And now I get to make comics for Marvel, and and I'm a Marvel fan. I said it, like, it's just like insane. I don't know. I'm just living every moment in the present, being like, this could go away, but who knows? Like, I did it. It's cool. So I never thought I'd be making Marvel comics. I was an Image Comics guy. And again, it was just the art of making a comic book was all that excited me. And to tell a story with static frames like that, like, I don't know. I'm losing my mind. It's awesome.
So you're fanning out. This is like a dream for you. So what do you pull from your personal life that inspires you to create these amazing stories?
Well, and that's... So the first Iceman arc, I kept being like, I'm not Bobby. Like, Bobby listens to The Weeknd. I don't listen to The Weeknd. Like, I would come up, like, and we'd have different taste in men. I always asserted that. Like, because there are people who are like, oh, you're just writing yourself. And I'm like, I'm really not. Like, I'm really trying to be this other human being that had a very specific experience. But then I was talking with a friend about the character or something, and he was like, oh, like, he's this guy who, if he just, like, loved himself and believed in himself, he could take over the world if he wanted. And the minute I said that out loud, or he said it, just one of us said it, I was like, me. Like, if I just was ready for the throne, I could take the throne. But I've never, now I'm like, maybe I want it. Like, maybe I'm gonna, not the throne. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Stop it, Sina. But anyway, it's great to actually like look through Bobby's eyes and talk about the things I'm wondering about in the world, and really bring my questions about, how can we be better family members to each other as individuals when, you're like, the idea of your chosen family is so special and is something that I think the Xavier sort of world, I wouldn't say institute, but there's so many different iterations of it now, but like Charles Xavier really did enforce the idea that like your blood family is not your only family, and Like, that's what I'm here for, is to like look into that and like wonder about that, and then introduce that idea to readers, and then give them a super cool action story on top of it.
Yeah.
Because I love comic books, so I'm like, listen, this is what we're gonna do. This is the layout. It's gonna be insane. Readers are gonna lose their flippin' minds. We're gonna have a blast. So it's all of that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to take everything I've learned and put it in this book and make it the best it can be. And
That was a great answer.
You obviously have experience as an editor, and now as a writer, you know, like really writing a lot for Marvel. What did that teach you when you were, you know, editing and thinking about storytelling in those ways that you're using now as on Iceman?
very, very good question. Thank you very much. It taught me how to structure storytelling for a third party. I do a lot of 100% Sina books where I'll write it and draw it, and then I'll like format it on InDesign. Like, I am Dick Van Dyke, like Mary Poppins style. Like, I can do it all. And it taught me how to communicate your idea, your vision, respectfully to other people, and to respect boundaries, and to use language to communicate things, and to also be okay with the give and take and the back and forth. Nate Stockman is constantly like, how about this idea? How about that idea? And it's great because he's also like, listen, I do it a lot. I throw a lot of ideas around. You just need to tell me to shut up. And I'm like, I will, honey, because that was a bad idea. But as a storyteller, he really has a sense of space and pacing that I don't have. And I know to, you know, because of my experiences, I know to not have an ego. If he's coming here and saying, I just want to make the book better, and I'm like, word, I love it, do it, great choice. That choice is not good.
Oh,
No, all of his choices are good. He just had one joke that I was like, meh, and then I used it anyway, so.
fantastic. All right, so Iceman comes back in October?
September.
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 Iceman 1. Yes,
Yeah.
September 12th.
I got you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
And return it.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Sina,
Sina,
for coming
yes,
with us,
thank you for having me.
talking.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
you.
super fun.
Yeah.
I'm super jazzed for it.